Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well since the last time you've seen me. I hope you got a chance to check out my NFL season prediction video, which I released recently. Go check that out if you haven't. The season's almost here. In 2 nights, the Bucks and Cowboys are going to kick off the season, and things are going to be underway. And we finally get to see the results instead of making all these type of takes and predictions and see what really happens on the field. Super excited about it. This is going to be my first of 3 videos that I plan on doing weekly for you guys. Tuesday nights, what you can expect from me is this video. I'm gonna give you my top waiver wire ads of the week. I'm gonna give you my top 5 streamable defenses of the week, so you guys can go scour the waiver wire and see if you can help enhance your lineup for the week or plan for the roster in the future weeks. Wednesday nights, I'm gonna come home at some point after work and record my top starts and sits for quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight ends. And then it's either I'm gonna try to get it out on Friday nights, but it may be Saturday mornings depending on if I have anything that would keep me busy on a Friday night. But on the weekends, I will do my weekly preview videos that I did last year for those that remember that. And I do want to be interactive with you guys as much as possible. So if you do have any questions, whether it's NFL related, whether it's fantasy football related, I want to answer your questions. Feel free to message me on Twitter if you like. You can follow me at Cody Talks NFL, or hit me up in the comment of this video, and then I will actually answer your question in my next video. But if it's something timely, if you need an answer about this Thursday night game, get it to me as soon as possible and I can respond on social media. But let's just go ahead and get into today's video. These are my top waiver wire ads. I'm going to be doing it just like I did last year. I'm going to give you my top quarterback ad of the week. I'm going to give you my top running back ad of the week, my top wide receiver ad of the week, my top tight end ad of the week, my flex ad of the week. Now, keep in mind, these are from Yahoo Sports, and these players have more than 50% availability. So let's go ahead and reveal my list. Starting with the quarterback position, I'm going with Tua Tagovailoa. He's available in 69% of the leagues. If you're sitting there with, a veteran quarterback, maybe like a Kirk Cousins, a Matt Ryan, a guy that, is probably going to provide you value at the beginning of the season, but you do have your worries if he's going to fall off or be consistent for you throughout the season. Maybe you want somebody with a little bit higher of a ceiling. I think you should maybe take a gamble on Tua and maybe adding him on your bench. I said it in my Dolphins preview video, which you can go back and watch. I think Tua is going to have a strong season. Now, this is barring maybe if they do trade for Deshaun. I mentioned that in my prediction video. I wonder if that's going to affect Tua. But just in case it doesn't, I'm still a believer in Tua, and I think they got the weapons. Will Fuller is on suspension to start the year, but once he comes back out of suspension, I'm a big believer in Jalen Waddle. As I said in my season prediction video, I think he's going to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. They got Devontae Parker, Mike Gesicki. He has a number of weapons to spread the ball to. He has the potential to be a QB1 if everything hits right within this offense. So I think he's worth a gamble to have on your bench if you aren't confident in your current starter, because the way I view it with Tua, if you don't get him now and he goes up to Foxborough and he lights up the Patriots this weekend for 300 plus yards and 3 plus touchdowns, he's going to be a lot harder to get next week. So take it. You could get him for a very low risk right now, beginning of the week. If it doesn't work out, I'm just saying, just a bench ad. But if he blows up this weekend, he's going to be a lot harder to get next week. My running back ad of the week is Tyson Williams, the running back, the now current backup running back for the Baltimore Ravens. He's available in 67% of the leagues. Now, I do believe Gus will be the lead back. He's going to dominate the touches in that backfield, but they've always used multiple backs with Lamar, and Tyson Williams will be that second back. As we already know, J.K. Dobbins is out for the season. For those that are unaware, Justice Hill tore his Achilles, and he is done for the season. So those are going to be their 2 main backs, and if anything happens to Gus, it's going to be the Tyson Williams show. Now, there's a little caveat that literally just came out about a half hour ago before I recorded this video. The Ravens did add Le'Veon Bell to the practice squad. Now, he's not fully back yet. The report was they do expect once he's fully back, they're going to add him on the active roster. So there is a slight concern there, but I don't expect that. We haven't seen much from Le'Veon in 3+ years. So Tyson Williams, he's a guy, if you have Gus Edwards, I would definitely want him on my bench as a handcuff to Gus Edwards. And then he's just a guy that you can add on your bench to see how the situation plays out. This guy right here, I can't believe he's available in more than 50% of the leagues. It's Henry Ruggs. He's available in 57% of the leagues. I still believe in his talent. It's just they need to get him more consistent targets there in Oakland. I'm sorry, not Oakland, Las Vegas. And as long as Derek Carr can start taking more shots to them, this is a guy that you can get on your bench right now. It could end up giving you that wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2 value this season. He's a former first-round pick. He's got all the talent in the world. He's got electric speed and can take the top off defenses. They released John Brown. They didn't really play him in the season, the preseason. So if there's a Raiders wide receiver I would want the most, it's going to be Henry Ruggs. So I already got him on a couple of my teams for fantasy this year. You should too. It's a very low risk move to have him on your bench. So if he's available in one of your leagues, he's definitely a guy I would scoop up because he offers such tremendous upside at the wide receiver position. My tight end out of the week, the tight end out of the week is Cole Kmet, the Bears tight end. He's available in 65% of the leagues. Now, the reason why I lean towards Cole right now is I don't really like anything out in their wide receiver room outside of Allen Robinson. Now, I know people believe in Darnell Mooney. I think he's got some potential, but I don't know. I just see some potential inconsistency out of Darnell, where I think Cole Kmet could actually be the guy that's the second best passing option in that Bears attack. Now, there is a slight concern where Jimmy Graham might steal away some touchdowns from him as they get closer to the end zone. But I think Cole Kmet is going to be that 3-down player that's going to work on the field from the beginning of the drive to the end of the drive. You know, Jimmy Graham, he's probably going to work in here on passing situations and then closer to the red zone. So I just see a lot of snaps for Cole Kmet. And if he could see a steady target load, I think he's like a borderline. He's a tight end 2 right now that could be a borderline tight end 1. We just got to see how his role emerges. So if you're not trusty with your tight end right now, maybe add him to your bench if you want an extra tight end, or at least watch Cole Kmet's role this weekend, and see if you want to add him next week. Lastly, my flex ad of the week, I actually had to change this name because of the news that just came out about an hour ago. The Saints have released Latavius Murray. Now, that's a name I'm going to watch that maybe might sign up with Baltimore. That was my original thinking when they released him. But now that they've released him, that secures Tony Jones Jr. as the backup running back to Alvin Kamara. Their second or third preseason game, he got the start. He got majority of the snaps. The report was Sean Payton wanted to see what he could do in that lead dog role. So if anything happens to Kamara, it looks like it's going to be the Tony Jones Jr. show out of that backfield. So if you're a Kamara owner, maybe that's somebody you want to add as a handcuff to Kamara, just in case anything happens. If you're in a super deep league, he's probably available. Like I said, he's available in 82% of the leagues on Yahoo. He's the second back in the Saints. So yeah, these are names I would look to add on my bench because I don't want to battle for them next week if they happen to blow up in the opening weekend. So again, my quarterback ad of the week is Tua Tagovailoa. My running back ad of the week is Tyson Williams. My wide receiver ad of the week is Henry Ruggs. My tight end ad of the week is Cole Kmet. And my flex ad of the week is Tony Jones Jr. Now, I wish I had my man Rob here because he would always sell me on my top 5 streamable defenses. Everybody knows I don't pick a defense and stick with them. I'm not afraid to release a really good defense in a favor of another good matchup. I'm doing my top 5 streamable defenses for you again this year. Now, one thing I wanted to make it for me, I wanted to make it a little harder. I do think I took some chalk picks last year with some of the defenses I was picking. I mean, I was avoiding the Steelers. I refused to put them on the list, but you know, the fact is there are probably about 5 to 6 defenses that people just won't drop. There are people like that don't believe in the strategy that I do. So this year I wanted to find defenses that have more than 50% availability. So more than likely they're available in your league. So let's unveil the list here. For my top 5 streamable defenses, number 1, the Jaguars against the Texans. The Jaguars are currently available in 96% of leagues right now. They're playing the Texans, who will have Tyrod Taylor as a starter. That offensive line is not great. They don't have much in the skill position group. I see a very struggling offense that's not going to score a lot of points, and you can get the turnover potential. I like Josh Allen on the Jaguars. He can get you the sacks. They got some guys in the secondary like C.J. Henderson. They got drafted Tyson Campbell this year. I think they got enough where they can create sacks and turnovers in this game, and I just don't see the Texans offense putting up a lot of points. My number 2 streamable defense this week is the Panthers against the Jets. They're available in 67% of the leagues, and they're going against the Jets. Now, the Jets offense should be a lot better with Zach Wilson. The Jets offense definitely has a lot more wide receivers this year, but it's still going to be a work in progress for New York. They're going to go through their growing pains, and plus it's a rookie quarterback in his first game. I always point back to this. Andrew Luck, his first game, he threw like 2 pick sixes and looked not that great. So even the best of rookie quarterbacks will come in week 1 and struggle. So I'm willing to take a gamble on a rookie quarterback struggling. So the Panthers available out there, that's another defense I'm willing to stream this week. My third streamable defense of the week is the Packers against the Saints. This one is, I think it is a little bit more of a gamble. Yeah, you definitely are facing a very smart coordinator in Sean Payton that can turn chicken shit into chicken salad, if you want to say that, say the least. But yeah, that does scare you. But the reason why I say this, I think the Packers are a good streamable defense this week. Jameis Winston, last time we seen him play regular season football, I'm not pointing to him in the Saints preseason game. He was 30-30. He has a habit of throwing pick six. He has a habit of throwing interceptions. Until I see otherwise, that's something I'm willing to gamble on. Yeah, Marquez Callaway splashed some good things in the preseason, but let's be real. They don't have any wide receivers that truly would scare a defense. Jair Alexander can lock down Marquez Callaway. And then the other thing is, too, they got Zadarius Smith. They got Preston Smith, and they got... the other young kid from Michigan, drew a blank, but let me just keep on going. They got 3 guys that they can get rush after the quarterback. So I like their ability where they can create pressure, and I think they have plenty enough to slow down that offense, and I'm willing to take a chance that Jameis throws at least 1 pick six, right? And then number 4, the Dolphins against the Patriots. Yes, the Dolphins are available in 68% of the leagues. This definitely does scare me because it's Bill Belichick. Let me just say that. But I'm willing to take a chance on this as a streamable defense because the Dolphins have lockdown corners. The Patriots wide receiver room, yeah, they made some additions, but it kind of like the Saints. They really don't scare you, right? So you like the chance of Xavier Howard and Brian Jones locking down what they have to present them. And then the Dolphins' defensive front is a lot better this year as well. And then they are, like I mentioned with Zach Wilson, they're going against Mac Jones. Yes, Mac Jones is a very smart quarterback, but it's a rookie quarterback in his first game that hasn't seen this game play at a live speed. Yeah, he looked good in the preseason, but the regular season is a lot faster football. So I'm willing to take a chance that he's going to make a mistake. I'm willing to take a chance that Xavier Howard, who's a ball hawk, is going to get his hands on a ball. And I think they got enough where maybe they can create some pressure and bottle up the run. And I'm more on this one, I'm more betting against a rookie quarterback. And the fact that their head coach, Brian Flores, knows the New England system, he's more, used to knowing how to attack that offense because he saw it every day in practice. My last but not least streamable defense of the week is the Chargers against the football team. The football team's offense is going to be a lot better this year. But with that being said, the Chargers got a good defense. They got Joey Bosa up front who can create pressure. They got Kenneth Murray in the middle that can command the presence and bottle up help bottle up the running game. And then they got a really good secondary, especially with Derwin James back, that can help create those type of turnover type of plays. And let's be real, I said this on my prediction video and in my Washington team preview video. Please go back and watch those. At the end of the day, Fitzpatrick is a streaky quarterback. Yeah, he can maybe come out here and have a good first game for the football team. But you know what also Fitzpatrick could come out and do? Turn over the ball 3 times and throw a couple picks. So that's one of the reasons why I think I would be willing to take a gamble on the Chargers defense. So again, we got the Chargers are my fifth streamable defense. The Dolphins are my fourth. The Packers are my third, Panthers are my second, and my Jaguars are my first. Sorry, I went blank on there because I accidentally put the percentage wrong in my script, so it drew me off there on the Chargers. I think they're available in about 66% of the leagues. I'll have to double check that before I post this video. But yeah, that's my video, guys. That's what you can expect every Tuesday from me. I'm gonna give you my waiver wire ads for the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex. I'm gonna give you my top 5 streamable defenses. Again, I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm gonna give you my top 2 starts and top 2 sits for quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. Again, if you have any fantasy football questions, comment on this video. I'll answer them in my video video tomorrow, and then again this weekend, either on Friday night at some point or on Saturday mornings, you can expect my week 1 preview where I go game by game, give my predictions, recap the Thursday night game, give my prospect encyclopedia player of Thursday Night Football, which leads to my last promotion before I head out, guys. Prospect encyclopedia. It's such a great tool to sound like you're the smartest dude every Sunday when you watch football. It's a way you can support me and the rest of my colleagues that wrote that this year. What that is every team on that in the Prospect Encyclopedia has a top 22 player list. It's players from the last 3 draft classes that have less than 12 regular season starts. So guys that range from future stars of the league to core special teamers. It's such a great thing you can just check out, read about these players, and it's a way you can use it in fantasy so you can project who's going to go, who's going to step up if injuries were to happen. Just go to prospectencyclopedia.com. You can order the entire PDF for $15. You can order a team specific PDF for $1, and I wrote the Bucks section, so you can actually download the Bucks section for free. Read it over. If that impresses you, go purchase the rest of it. But yeah, that's my video for you guys tonight. As always, if you like what I said today, please hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And other than that, I'll see you on my next video. You guys enjoy your day.